Hello everybody. So, Kaya is in here. She's gonna be very mad at me. But what I wanted to do today is I wanted to show you guys how awesome this hide is. So, this is the All Living Things reptile hide. Now, if you guys saw when I went to go pick up her new terrarium a couple months ago, they had this one. And it was interesting. I'm like, it looks kind of cool. I was a little worried about how small that opening was, but it turned out not to be a problem. She can actually get in there quite well. It looked a lot smaller than it actually is, but she flattens her body and she gets in there quite easily. So this is a little review on how good this thing has been. So at first she didn't like it, because it was new to her, and she's like, no, I'm not having that. So she went to her old one. Her old one was a little bit smaller. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if I sound horrible today. My nose is a little stopped up. The weather's real cold, and I'm like breathing out of my mouth, and it sounds like I have a clothespin on my nose, but bear with me. So anyway, I got this and she hated it at first, and I'm like, damn, is she ever gonna use this thing? So she never used it. She would like mess with it a little bit, like she'd kind of go around it, she'd like sit on top of it, but she never really was the biggest fan of it. So she stayed in her Exoterra one, which was the little open cave. Then she stopped using the Exoterra one and started going to this one. This was her cool humid hide, kind of. Like I'd put some damp sphagnum moss and stuff in here, and like she'd go in here to like, cool off if it, got too hot over there. Well, it turned out she kind of changed the two. She started staying in here more and more, and I'm like, you need to be in your warm hide. And she started staying in here a lot. And I'm like, okay, so if you prefer this one, I'll move this one over to your hot side, and I'll move your other one over to the cool side. So I did that, and she started staying. It turned out it didn't matter if it was hot or cold. She started really preferring this one. And obviously because, she's getting much bigger. There's my little girl right there. Yeah, I know, the light from the camera. I know, sweetheart. I know. I'm just bothering you, messing up your day. You're probably relaxing. Such a sweet little girl. So, let me pick you up just a little bit. Come on. Yeah, okay. You want to chill on my knee for a little while? There you go. So, I still put a little bit of moss in here. I dampen it a little bit, just to make sure her humidity stays up and stuff like that. But she really, really loves this hide. It's nice and big. She's almost 700 grams now, so it works really, really well for her. This is the All Living Things reptile hide. I think it's the reptile rock hide is what it's called. It only costs $25, which the other one was like almost 30 something. So this is a little bit cheaper than that one that Zilla offers. And like I said, it opens up and you can, put moss and stuff in there. So if you're having any issues with humidity, you can put moss in there and, make sure it's nice and humid. Looks like she used the bathroom a little bit on the side there. So I got to clean this out before I put it in. But yeah, it is a really, really good hide. Nice and solid. What I found is that in the cold months, which is what we're going through right now, you put this on the heating pad and it keeps the temperature like really nice in there. It's like a little sauna in there with the heating pad on there, and it doesn't get too hot. She's nice and warm. Oh, don't fall off my knee. She's nice and warm. So yeah. But yeah, it's really nice, and I'm really glad I picked this one up. This one will probably be her hide for a while. Like, it's nice and big, so I mean she'll probably be able to stay in this until she's about 1,100 grams, somewhere around there. Probably 1,000 grams she'll be able to stay in here until then I'll have to get her something bigger. But yeah, not too bad. So I would definitely recommend this. I've been using it for about 2 months. She really likes it. She pretty much stays in here all freaking day. She only comes out at night to, like, you know, drink water and play around in her trees and stuff like that. But all throughout the day she will be in this. And then she'll poke her head out a little bit throughout the day, but she'll mostly stay in here. So it's very good. I like it. At first I was a little iffy about it, but it seems to really work for her. I usually have moss on top of it. It's usually not bare like this, but you know, I didn't want moss all over the floor, so I took the moss off and I put it in the hive. But usually I have a nice little bit of moss on top of here to keep the humidity up and stuff like that. So I'm going to clean this off and I'm going to put my little girl back in her house. But highly recommend this hide. It's really good. You can find them at PetSmart. They're actually fairly hard to find online, believe it or not. PetSmart is really the only places I've seen these. I didn't see it anywhere on Amazon. I didn't see it anywhere at Petco. It's just PetSmart is the only one that carries this brand. So maybe All Living Things is kind of like a PetSmart affiliate. I don't know, but I don't recommend buying reptiles or any animals from PetSmart, but PetSmart does have pretty decent hides and accessories and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend this one. Again, this is the All Living Things Reptile Rock Hide. So if you pick it up, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure your snake will too. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.